As the year winds down on this school year, it's been a different year for a number of reasons, COVID being probably the biggest. But for your students in grades 8 and 9, not having a teacher for a significant part of the first 2 months of the year probably provided some challenges there. I tried to put together a few slides that I've had, or pictures, I guess, from my files of the happenings over this year. Some minor, probably in some people's eyes, but maybe major in others. But the two graduations, both of kindergarten and the grade 12 students, are what highlights, I think, the school year. Some of the students just starting their career and some just ending. I hope you enjoy the slides. I'd like to personally thank Mr. Flynn and Mr. Weir for taking a chance on me to fill the position that you needed filled. And I've thoroughly enjoyed my time here, being a staff member as well as being a part of the community at large. I've got used to Mr. Flynn's one-liners, and I just like at this time to wish Miss Stone all the best in her retirement / unemployment that I've been at for the last couple of years. But anyway, I've had a great time here. Don't know what the future will bring, but we may see each other again as I plan to come back to the big land again in the future. So as a CFA'er, and for those of you that don't know what that means, it means come from a wayer. So somebody that comes to the big land and is not originally from there. And there's a number of us here, but I've thoroughly enjoyed being here and looking at the different ways that students had to get to school or use to get to school was eye-opening for me. But many things, my eyes were open when I came to the big land, and thoroughly have enjoyed the people and the times that we've had here. So we just look forward to possibly coming back later, but we'll see what is in store. Since my being here, I've tried to, for my files personally, and with the intention of putting it together near the end of the year, I've tried to encompass what Bayside Academy means to this community. And what I've seen is the number of activities that happen in a small school are no different than what would happen in a larger school. It's just that it takes a lot of work. And I was fortunate enough to be able to witness that, and the Genius Hour was something that I hadn't encountered before, but I think it has a lot of potential. And I thoroughly enjoyed watching the students doing their creations, and some of them did some good work and helped me do a couple of projects that I had in plan. And would use the expertise of a couple of the senior high students to help me finish those projects. And I've included a couple of pictures here of my work, I guess, and the students helping me to finish the projects that I will take with me. here being accommodative, and thanks Hannah for helping with the painting because it's much neater than mine. I'd like to take this opportunity to personally thank the Labrador Creative Arts Festival for allowing us to make a craft under their direction, and I thoroughly enjoyed the time that I had to do what I did. It was an enjoyable time, and I think what the kids were able to produce is something that they will have long into the future. I'd like to thank the parents for the gifts that were given to myself and my wife over the Christmas recess, and thank you for that. Little did we know, I guess, at that time when we closed the door that we would have an extended virtual time of teaching, which probably was problematic for a number of families, and also problematic for me as a teacher trying to get students to do work on time and that. But when February rolled around, we were back in class with some restrictions, but it was good to get back to a regular teaching platform with the students. A memory that I will take away from life here in southern Labrador is the snow and the amount of it. We've had a couple of days with closures and had a couple of significant travel adventures between here and Charlottetown, both going and coming. But overall, it was good to be able to experience that, and getting approximately 400 with all that snow. It was unbelievable how fast it left in the spring, and we were in awe both times, both with all the snow that we received from January to March, and then to see how fast it melted. It was unbelievable traveling back and forth to almost see the snow disappear on a daily to weekly basis. Parents, you've really outdone yourself this year, in my estimation anyway. Maybe it's something that you do every year, but your appreciation for teachers during Teacher Appreciation Week, taking over our duties and providing treats to us, and then preparing a meal for us was truly welcome, and we thank you for that. It seemed that we were being treated weekly, at least, if not even more, by meals and different things being done for us. And like I said, I thank you for that, as it helps to make a school run more smoothly and also keeps us fed up. And I mean that in a good way for those of you that don't understand the word or phrase fed up. But again, thank you very much. Having the opportunity to attend the graduation exercises of Lucas and William was a blessing for me, as I haven't been able to attend any type of function like that for a number of years because of COVID. And it was good to be able to just relax and enjoy with staff all that went on that evening. On a personal note, I guess, I just wish William and Lucas all the best in their futures, wherever that may lead them, as they depart this school and head to things probably unknown. And I'm hoping that I was just a little bit of a help in their education in my short time in knowing them. So again, thank you to Mr. Flynn and Mr. Weir for allowing me to be here and be part of that celebration. So again, as this year comes to a close, I'd like to thank all the students, classes that I've been involved with, the school community, teachers, parents, and the community at large, I guess. And I'd just like to say that I enjoyed my time here, and I'm just going to leave you with a little song that I guess is an adaptation of a Frank Sinatra classic. And I won't do justice to it, but I'm just leaving this as a request that my grade 8, 9 students, some of them anyway, have made. And now the end is near as we reach this final portal. And I state my case, of which I'm certain. I've taught a little of this and a little of that, and I did it more my way, but oh, much more than this. I did it Mr. C's way. Again, thanks guys. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Hope you get a chuckle from this. And just remember, okay, you can do anything that you put your mind to. You just have to put the work into it. And this part of your life is one that you will never get back. So all the time that you have in class, make sure you use it wisely and that you endeavor to do what God has for you in the future. So have fun, but remember, your vocation in life during these school years is to get the best education you can.
No. Okay, let's do it, Danica.
to my grade 8-9 class this year. It's good getting to know you. Most of you, you were in my class when I came here on October the 25th, and you were here for the duration of that time. Mariah, thank you for choosing to come to Port Hope Simpson, and I thoroughly enjoyed getting to know you a little bit. And to all the students, thank you, and hopefully we'll run into each other, not literally, as some of you are not very good drivers yet, LOL. But anyway, thank you guys. Have a great summer, and hopefully we'll see you in the future. Due to COVID protocol, we could not have parents in the assembly. As well, we couldn't have both parts of our school included, so we had to do it in 2 parts. And here you see the junior highs, grade 8-9, receiving their awards, their scrolls. In grade 8 present were Elijah, Nicole, Caden, Georgia, Mariah, and Kiara. Absent was Serena. In grade 9, Isaiah was present, as well as Alex and Elizabeth and Kyle, as well as Carly. And then we move right into the next part of the award, which was the honors roll. And a number of students, both in junior and senior high, receive the award for honors, which is above 80 average. 3 students in junior and senior high made the principal's list, which is average above 90. They were Isaiah, Julie, and Sophie. Our junior female athlete of the year, not pictured here, was Savannah Burden. Our senior female athlete of the year, pictured here, is Melissa Russell. And in the boys category, junior was Isaiah Burden, and senior was Denzel Ward. Caden Russell won the Paul Kippenuk Sportsman Award, while Hannah Turnbull took home the Female School Sportsmanship Award. And then in Most Improved Student, Yana McNeil took home that award. Josh Robichaud was awarded the NLTA Merit Award, and our 2 Student of the Year awards in junior and senior high went to Julie Turnbull and Isaiah Burden in the junior high level. Mrs. Stone also retired this year, and we thank her for her service, and I enjoyed meeting her as a colleague. And as I get ready to leave this year, I'm very thankful, as I said many times, and the students that I've come in contact with, I think some of them I will end up being friends for a while in the community should I return in the fall or to the area in the fall. And I like to thank the staff here as well. Pictured here, our last picture for the year. But again, thank you. I've enjoyed it so much being part of this team here in Port Hope Simpson for this year. Again, community, thank you. And remember, you can be anything you want, but you can't do everything.